Hello buddy, my name is the Fireman and welcome back to another video. This is a single player video this time, and we are on Spring Hill Farm. I literally have just finished converting it. Well, I finished kind of doing most of the detail things today. There's still one or two little things that need ironing out and sorting, but the rest of the things are okay. One of the things that needs fixing is the field markers. The fields are buyable, but they cost nothing, and I don't know what I've done wrong. Probably something really stupid, because it's me. And a couple of things, the eggs aren't spawning for some reason, so I need to have a look at that. But most of the other things are working. The shop is all working. The reset point just needs changing. And, you know, so I've converted it and got it playable, but there's one or two little error things that need tweaking. I've not done the PDA just yet, but as you can see, all the field markers and all that are in. Is there a way to get the picture up? No, there isn't. I've done the map name of it, so it actually says Spring Hill and all that, but there's no way of showing you that. So we'll have a walk through the equipment that I've bought. I've already bought it all, just because I wanted to get on with it. So in the shed, we are running the Massey Ferguson 23 cultivator. I think it's called 23. We're also running the Massey Ferguson seeder, the 30. We've got I think it's called a Lemken one. I think it's hang on, one 5 for a plough. I forgot how many furrows it was. So as you can probably tell, the mod contest has been out. This is out the mod contest. It's out the big Massey pack that got released, and it's a beautiful Massey pack. I love it. I love it. The tractors are so nice in it. So as you can see, this is the grass out of that new texture thing that I did, and it looks great. These are still Fs15 trees. I will probably get around to changing these to Fs17 trees, but I'll work my way around the map. I'll probably start at the yard and work out to get it all done. So of course, cow shed. We need to put a gate here, but there is not one. So the cows go all the way down to the water, and in the middle here is the water feed through point, which is right here. The feed through, the actual feed through is just by the fence there, makes it a bit easier. This map is not released, and I understand there's lots of quite a few people have actually converted this over, because when I put a picture on Snapchat of me just doing it, a lot of people said they've already got it. But yeah, I just like to convert maps. So of course, nice water plane. It does look very nice. It doesn't actually solve a purpose yet. There's no trigger, but it does just look amazing. It is really nice. That's probably the most thing I'm happy with on this map. But yeah, quite a few people have said, you know, they're converting it and stuff, and I've seen quite a few people do it. Mark sent me the version for Fs15. You know, I haven't actually played the Fs15 version, but I converted it all over. In the shed here, we have the little Massey Ferguson 20B. Now, if you watch the multiplayer videos, that is in the multiplayer videos as my little tractor. We've got the Ford fingerbar mower on the back, and the little, I'm going to call this a hay bob. It's not a hay bob, but it is now. There, because we're going to go do some old style hay with this, probably. That's in a different Massey pack. This is in the 240 pack, which is 3 tractors, but they are very well made and they are lovely. And I can't remember who did them, but yeah, I've added the silage pit in and all these things here. Of course, the chickens are everywhere. I've let them roam around the yard. So here we have the John Deere 3650. This is the biggest one in the thing with the wide tyres and the weight. It's a nice little tractor as well. It is in the mod contest, as they all are. They're all in the mod contest. Well, most of these things are in the mod contest. The map isn't, but most of these tractors are, because they're so nice. So this is in the mod contest. We've got the Massey Ferguson 390. It's the biggest one. You can even take the wings off this, which is gorgeous. This is in the Massey pack. I've put the little Massey weights on the front of it because I can. Such a very nice tractor. I like the way that they've done the stuff on it. How you get the door control. Look, as you can see, there's no IC. You have to just hold down both mouse buttons to get it. Now, you may notice here is the big beast. This is the Ford TW35. Also in the mod contest, and it is the most. I love this tractor. I honestly love it. I've got it in the multiplayer game as well as the other one, the little Massey. This is the big workhorse that I use. I mean, she's not very big. She is quite powerful. There are some bigger tractors in the multiplayer game, but I love it. It is quite slow. It only does 90 mile an hour, which is quite slow, but it's all right. So what else? We've got the mower over here. This is a Massey Ferguson 885 mower. To be honest with you, I've never seen one of these in the UK ever. I honestly don't know if there are any in the UK. I've never personally seen one. That's why I'm saying I don't know if there is one. But I thought because it was in the pack and it done half cut some grass, I thought, well, we'll use it, and I might get rid of it and get something else. But I like it. I just like the way that it actually fits in with the pack and everything. It doesn't stand out, you know. So that's there. We've also got the Massey Ferguson 698. Hang on with me. So we've also got the Massey Ferguson 698 with a loader on. This is a very, very nice loader. As you can probably see there, they're the loader feet. So when you take the loader off, them feet appear, you know, to hold it up. This is the class. This is also Massey's in the pack. It's also a two-wheel drive. I like the two-wheel drive version of it, so I got the two-wheel drive version of it. Same again. It doesn't have any IC. Everything's on mouse control, which is very, very nice. Class Magna Dominator 208. Very, very nice combine. It has a absolute gorgeous cab. If I get in the right bloody thing. As you can see, it's a very well detailed cab. All the gauges do move when you fire it up. It is a very, very nice tractor. It's a very nice combine, sorry, indeed. It's also textured absolutely gorgeous. I do love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm so glad it was in the mod contest. I didn't even know it was in the mod contest until it got released. This is its header, by the way. That's its header. Massey Ferguson. I told you there's a lot of Massey stuff. Massey Ferguson 5 baler, square baler. We're going to be doing squares because we have the baler to fit the pack. A Massey Ferguson 200, which is a toe behind chopper. Hang on. You know when you get a sneeze? Oh, I don't think it's coming. So this is what we're going to use for our silage. We're probably going to put it behind either the 300, the 3000, sorry, or the 600. The trailers. So these are Roland trailers, and they are absolutely amazing. I absolutely love these little things. They're both in the silage body at the moment, but you can convert the bodies so much. You can change these. You can make them belt. I'm going to get a tractor just to show you. We'll get the little Massey. I want to show you just how much you can actually change these bodies. So if we hook up to this one, just get out and hook it up. We'll pull it over here out the weeds. So when you're in it, if you press Z, so you get the bale trailer. And there's not many trailers like this, so you get the bale trailer version. We get the little grain trailer. We get an actual little, very small grain trailer with no thing on it. You get a double grain trailer with the high sides, and then you get your silage trailer. So this one needs to be set at the grain trailer mode, which I think is that one. I think it'll do either. It'll accept all of them in either mode, but that is what I'm having it set at. So we'll just turn the Massey off because she's a wee bit loud. We're already 9 minutes in, so we've got the nice little rusty bale trailer here. As you can see, I've tried to make it so there's weeds and grass growing together because that's how you get it in real life. There is quite a lot of weeds. I've put them all the way over here because this is supposed to look like, I've tried to make it like this bit of the yard is like where just all the stuff gets dumped. You know, there's a lot of spare stuff, a lot of crap that you don't actually need. You know, tires, spare tires for your clamp. I mean, there's a set down by that shed, but we probably won't need them. This bit needs a bit more, you know, adding to it, but other than that. So you walk along here, and the chicken coop is here. There's supposed to be eggs spawning here, but for some reason they're not spawning. I've placed them all down and everything, but I think I may have placed them under the ground, but I can't really see at this moment because I don't know how far under the ground I went, but I probably did. And in this little paddock here is the sheep. As you can see, there's their feed and that. So the sheep are going this one. This just makes them close to the farm. It just makes it handy. Of course, I've had to do a new silage pit. I had to put a new one in, and of course there was 2 here in the original, and they fitted just in this gap. So what I did is I put some trees and some weeds and that, but I've also made it so the chickens kind of walk along here as well. Just makes it a bit easier. I put a tip collision all the way around this, so this should help with the silage problem. But that's it. That is all our equipment up to date. Actually no, we've got the buckets. So over here we've got the Massey Ferguson weight, just in case we need it for any tractors. I mean, none of the tractors have things, but it's more to do with the Massey Ferguson loader, in case we get something heavy. We've got the bucket without the teeth, because we don't need them. Set of bale forks and pallet forks, and yeah. But all the gates are openable, little manual gates. There's where you buy cows. The slurry is here, with the tyre leaning against it, so you've got this little track to go down. But yeah, so I'm not too sure what we're going to do this episode, but first episode we might as well get into it. I think we might just have a little... Oh yes, we have this bit of yard over here that I haven't showed you. So it's just such a nice little thing. That is such a nice little thing to look at. So yeah, the water is actually out of Sandy Bay. It's the sea. But I took it out of there. Of course, I'm not going to release the map, so don't ask. You know, it is private. I just thought we'd do a let's play on it because I haven't got a single player map that I actually like playing. So this is going to be one of our bale sheds. I think we're going to put either the straw in here or the grass. Sorry, or the hay. Sorry, not grass. So I might put straw in here, depending on how many straw bales we actually get. I've put this little hydrant in for now because, you know, we don't actually have a trigger in the water yet to get them full. But yeah, so all the fields are almost to where they were in the old one. So this one's here. Scroll up a bit. That one's canola. I made that canola. There's some pretty big fields around here. Of course, it goes all the way around. But on some of the tracks, so if we run over here, as you can see on the tracks here, I've put the grass growing back through the middle of the track like it was. This took a little bit of a faff to do, but I got it done. But yeah, so it is actually in Giant Editor. It looks mega light, you know, when you're actually putting stuff in, and then when you get in game, it's just so nice. The grass just looks so green. I recommend that texture pack to anyone, and I mean, you don't even have to use the amount of stuff I've used out of it. You could literally just use the grass textures if you want to. You could literally just use the straw textures if you want to. You could just, you know, you can mix and match with it however you please. You know, it doesn't really, it's not really a big deal what you use out of it. The only thing I haven't bought is a windrow. I'm just thinking that. So we can either get this one, which is twin, but we're using fairly small kit. I think twin would be good because the single would take a lot of practice to get used to and would take a lot longer. I think twin will do. And that one's a modded one as well. But yeah, so this is going to be kind of a let's play / test. I'm going to test the map as we play. So we'll be doing all the animals. So we'll have all the sheep, chickens, and cows. We'll be testing I've tested obviously a few things, you know, like the sell points and that, and they all work. As you just saw, the shop works. But yeah, as you can see, I have the problem of it costs 0 hectares, which costs nothing. So every field costs nothing. But we're not going to just go buy every one. I'm just going to, you know, as and when we need it, we'll just upgrade. So I've done it so you start with 1 grass field and 1 arable field, and that is it. So, you know, I need to do the default vehicles. Also I need to do the PDA. You know, it's odd little things here and there that need doing, but I thought we'll start by doing it. And you may wonder why there's nothing green in the yard, like why these trees are just growing through the concrete. The old yard on the Fs17 was put on a different dirt texture, like a rough dirt texture, so it looked quite nice. But of course the in-game one does not look that nice, so I thought, well, we'll put concrete coming through, you know, underneath the dirt. It was supposed to be the other way around, but it didn't quite get there, and then I thought I'd concrete this all because it looks a lot nicer. So yeah, there's quite a few, you know, little things here and there that are changed. Nothing drastic has actually changed about the map. Oh yes, I'll show you the yard actually. There is another yard. There's nothing there like tractor wise, so if we leg it. Oh, so I've even put a little gate at the end here. There is the animal buy point, which is just down the road. These things need sorting, these do. I'll kind of just quickly place these in. So yeah, the pub is still the sell point. I've made sure the egg sell point is here as well. And of course there's a pub sell point here. Of course you can just see the little water underneath, but it should be grand. I've made the wool sell point somewhere and I can't remember where I've made it. Oh, the spinnery, that's why. So you may notice around this corner there is no actual beet plant. I got rid of it and took it out and grassed it over. I do not do sugar beets, I do not do anything like that, that's why I grassed it over. But unfortunately I got a bit carried away and it's all on the road, so I need to sort that. Shop buy and sell point. There's the little windrow we bought, so the shop looks alright. I will change all the trees, I am going to do that. That's definitely something on my list that I want to do, because I want to use seasons mod on this map, but I want to get it ready. So this would have been your arable yard. So of course I haven't done near. I've literally just sort of done this as aesthetics, but I thought we'll just leave it on the grass. You can't really tip in the sheds because there's no tip collar around them yet, as of yet. So there's a lot of workshop stuff in here, you know, but I might put the workshop point in here, like the actual repair shop thing. Of course, another bit of the yard that's just left for, you know, dump stuff in there. Another bit of the yard with some old buildings, they look quite nice. And another field, you know, this is field, what field is this? I think this one's like 14 or something. So yeah, and then you come over here and then there's another track going up. I've put all these fields in as well. So I've put everything in, and I have tried to sort everything to the best of my abilities. So this is a nice big grass field as well, it's huge. But yeah, so there is a maize field as well if you really wanted to do that, but we're not going to do that simply because of the, you know, the equipment we're running. So episode 2 will actually be a actual harvest. You know, we'll do something, because this episode I just wanted to show the farm off and what I did. I literally have not done anything, you know, as in added buildings or anything. I haven't added anything into the farm. I have literally just exported everything over. You know, the reason it's not going to be released is because it is originally NI Modding's map. The original map this one is being edited on is NI Modding's, like in 13. And of course I've nicked some stuff out of people's maps and I haven't asked for permission, basically. I have taken it out without asking, but you know, such is life. If they want me to remove it, just comment down below and I will find something else to replace it. Yeah, I do like this little tractor. It is nice, and you probably all notice it because it is in the multiplayer game. So yeah, we need to get, we can't get any cows yet, so we're gonna have to go out and do the one arable field that we own and bale it and everything, and get the bales in. So we'll be doing quite a few things next episode, but this is just a little sort of start taster video. You know, it is it's just to get you all interested in everything. So there will be a multiplayer out before this one comes out, but this is just to get you all interested in, you know, in the map. I want basically trying to get you all to bite, really. Of course, you will notice a few things like the grass doesn't go right up to here and that. It's just a little. Eventually, I will change everything and sort everything out, but I just got the excitement of a 3-year-old when I completely converted it and got, you know, what I wanted in it, and I was like, I'm gonna have to do a video. Now the good thing about this, I put the chicken nav mesh through these sheds here and around here, so when you've got kit in the shed, you know, chickens actually walk under it, which is good, because in real life if you have chickens and you've got kit everywhere, they'll either go on it or under it, you know. they will go near it. But anyway, I just want to say a big thank you for watching. The amount of support we've been getting over the multiplayer videos is insane, and the amount of subscribers we've been gaining is nuts. We went up in about a month. I've gained nearly 500 subs, which is just ridiculous, you know, for me anyway. But I want to thank all the new subscribers for subscribing and thinking I'm worthy of a subscribe. I know it doesn't cost anything, but you know, it's still worthy of your time for watching. I just want to say thank you for everyone that stuck around for so bloody long. What are you still doing here? You know, the people. I get people messaging me, commenting, saying I've been here since like 100 subs and stuff, and it's like that was a year. That was about 2 years ago. We're on. Well, we're about 3 years old now. This channel is, I reckon. I think it is. I need to have a look. But we are steam training towards 4,000. At 4,000, I might do 2 giveaways of either the Big Bud DLC or the Coon pack. Yeah, so I might do the giveaway of that, but so I might give that. I might give the Big Bud or the, what's it called? Is it? Hang on, that windrow is called it. I can never say it, but that pack anyway. So I'll either get 2 copies of the Big Bud or 2 copies of that, and I will give them away. We'll do some sort of like raffle thing to give them away, and I will make sure I do it this time. You know, I'll either do 2 or I'll do 1. You know, I haven't decided yet, but that's what's going to be for the 4,000. Just to say thank you, a big thank you to everybody. Also, the one thing I've noticed is the texture on this little bar thing is not there. It is white. It's not supposed to be white, but it's white. It doesn't really matter anyway. It still looks nice. But anyway, I've rambled on for too long again. So thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more today. I'll see you all in the next video. Happy farming. Also, remember to check out Snapchat. Well, add me on Snapchat, add me on Discord, and like me on Facebook. Thank you and goodbye.